Wow. Breaking news. My goodness. I don't know what's going on, but man, this is why Eminem should have never messed with Lord Jamar. And I'm mad. I just admire the bravery of Lord Jamar to put this out. You know, it's a video. Not a video. Image, picture taken from the backstage concert. Uh, they were overseas for Eminem when he was doing his tour for the Marshall Mathers LP, and in the background he has they have Eminem in a very weird position. Like he's sitting back there with a fan, seems like a black girl, and Eminem has this black Will Smith mask, and he puts on the Will Smith latex mask. And when he puts this Will Smith mask on, he's kicking back, joking and laughing with the girl, and says that Eminem has to explain for this. Now, this looks bad on Eminem because of today's look into it. But when you want to go into a battle with Lord Jamal, you're opening yourself up for a problem because this fits today's narrative. Like Drake with the blackface and all that stuff, everybody's caught up in social tension. When you see something like that, that's like applying the pliers to Eminem. Now it looks like, see, you use black people for what you want, and then all of a sudden, you over there mocking them behind their back when you're in a bunch of Europeans. This looks bad on Eminem. And you're in a battle with Lord Jamar. That's why I was saying this is a dangerous situation for all parties involved because Eminem normally wins behind the scenes rather than in the public view. The moves and strategies he used behind the scenes normally sets up his victories so that the whole world can see. Now, I can't show you that photo, but I could show you the Will Smith mask that he was wearing, this latex mask. Now, the context of why he was wearing this mask is, I've been around, so I actually know. This was at the time when Will Smith got on stage and said, I never had to cuss on records, to sell. I never had to curse to sell records, when he got his award. And he kind of felt that was a slight at Dr. Dre and everybody else in WA. And Will Smith was just too good for everybody. So, when he had the song out, Will Smith don't have to curse in his raps to sell records. Well, I do. So FM and FU too. So it was during that time. And Will Smith responded back in a diss record he made on his Lost and Found album that he put out. I even got dissed by Eminem. I made another 20 million, move right past him. Oh yeah. So they had this little back and forth going on. So people didn't know that Will Smith is one of the first people to really deal with Eminem, Jazzy Jeff, and Eminem loved him because in Philly they gave him a lot of love being a white rapper, hanging out with everybody in Philly when he was rolling with the outsiders. Shouts out to Pace One. So that's the context of what's really going on with this mask. But I love the way Lord Jamar did this because he's saying, okay, if it was a Will Smith mask and it was a prank, why was this done over in Europe where you knew you would get away with it? Two, why was it hidden for so many years? See, it's the context and the way he laced it. He painting a narrative already that Eminem would have to come out and defend himself again. Very good strategic move by Lord Jamar. But if the general public wanted to know if this was a racist thing, but no, it wasn't. It had nothing to do with that. So you come here to get the honest truth. I mean, I could just layer it in and be like, yeah, Eminem, you got this some explaining to do, brother. You want to be down with us and you making fun of us over there in Europe? But that's not the case. That's what the whole context was about. Eminem used to always do jokes and pranks, and he did all these pranks before, dressed up as women, dressed up as Britney Spears. So that's all it was. Had nothing to do with anything extra. But good strategic move by Lord Jamar. You got to give it to him. So if you're going to battle him, Eminem, and you're going to go on the stage and call out his name, this is a lot different than any other battle you ever been in. I tried to explain this before to people. This is not just some guy you battle. This is like battling a person who has a lot of credibility in the game. It's like battling the Zulu Nation, dude. There's somebody over there. You can't really go to battle with them when you're a visitor. You know, you're a visitor to this. No matter how talented you are, you're still a visitor. So TRL and MTV ain't gonna be able to get you out of this. You know, Paul Rosenberg is, you know, they already working on seeing what they could do to put their claws and stuff in there and make things very uncomfortable for Mr. Jamar. Because that's what they do. So what we want to do is to contain that. Okay? We want to contain that and make sure that we protect people like Lord Jamal's freedom of speech. He should have the right, whether you agree or disagree with everything he says, he has the right to say what the heck he feel, and no one should be able to say the latter. No one should be able to say Lord Jamar can't say what he wanted to say. I mean, why would they do that? Nobody should be able to say such things. Like, people got the freedom of speech to say what they want about me. I ain't calling up, hey man, shut his page down. I don't like what he said about me yesterday. So it's a whole bunch of nonsense like that going on in this game, and that's why things get out of control as it is, and people get all upset and angry and want to go fight and shut people page down and all this goofiness. It's like, dude, they wouldn't matter so much and they wouldn't have the passion to probably come after you so hard if you didn't try to sabotage people so much. MGK's energy wouldn't have been so driven to destroy Eminem had Eminem not done all these things to him in the past and try to act like it didn't come from him. You know what Eminem did? Eminem played the game that a lot of people play. I don't understand. What is everyone even talking about? I don't remember doing anything to him. The I don't know, I didn't personally do. But you know your team did it. But he's saying, I never blackballed him. But you know your team did. Come on. You know, the two Pauls are back there working and they're getting things done on your behalf. So naturally, these problems are going to exist. And I don't know how y'all feel, YouTube Premiere, but I think this is a battle Eminem should leave alone. You know, I know you coming out with your record and your album, but the timing of this, not good, brother. Not good. Because in today's time, this is going to be a spin that's going to go out of hand. Now, for you guys here in YouTube Premiere, like I say, I like to give guys nuggets to get in here because a couple of people, they're going to listen for 3-4 minutes and they're going to jet out. So, and that's cool too. Thank you for your 3-4 minutes of time. Everybody else, you get nitbits. You get the facts that they never report. Remember, Eminem was sold out by his friends in Michigan. When he was rapping with, he gave you the illusion that he was this white kid rapping with Djvlad all his life, but that wasn't necessarily true. He was rapping with a bunch of other like white kids, and they put out those raps where he's calling this black girl the B word at school, and all the guys he was rapping with that you see in those home videos where he's mimicking LL Cool J raps and everyone else, and always dissing the black people at the school, and the people he rode with, they weren't known for loving black folks. Used the N-word, called black women the B. He made a song apologizing for it on the Encore album because it leaked. Not because he told the world what happened. He was apologizing because it leaked. And they sold it for like $5,000. They got $5,000. That done a lot of damage to Eminem. And it was $5,000. And he said, oh, it was about a black girlfriend I used to date back in the day. I'm here to tell you right now, that black girlfriend does not exist. I've asked people up and down Detroit city limits about this mysterious black girlfriend of Eminem's that they dated, and they went and found a girl that's claimed she dated Eminem back in the day, and they had a terrible breakup. There was no one who remembered Eminem in school remembered him dating a black woman. Period. They were like, I don't know where this came from. But they created the narrative to dig him out of trouble. So for those you stuck around to listen to this, I appreciate it. It's a lot of different things that's going on that happened in the game right now that Eminem should be concerned about. And like I said, you guys have stuck around. You guys keep getting the gist of it. I hope you guys are supporting the page and hitting up the Cash App, because that's important. Especially because they don't want to give me any type of monetization anymore. Definitely, all you got to do is hit the Cash App up. Carcino's the name. Carceno. I know everybody in Premiere who mods and ain't mods is telling y'all already. Or you could hit the Streamlab up. Because if I get enough donations, I'll go live, you know. We'll do that. Someone made a donation to the Streamlab. You know, I put their name up in lights. Because that's, you know, you can leave me a longer message over there on the Streamlab. And for those who checked out again while I was saying that, thinking the video was over, it ain't over, mother sucker. It ain't over, mother sucker. We are back. Oh, you thought it was over. So all you people who left, surprise, surprise, surprise. Oh, it ain't over by sight. I'm finna get medieval on y'all. Now, Eminem claims he loved Proof. Proof is his life. Proof was everything. Proof is the reason he went to become a rapper. Proof was this, Proof was that, and I do not doubt that he felt that way about Proof. I don't doubt that. But how you kept saying how much you love Proof and you went there to visit Proof body and stuff at the hospital and y'all were there to view it and this was just a bad setting for everybody. How is Proof Killer walking around the city of Detroit? How is this? All the power you got, all the money. I'm not saying you go out and hurt somebody. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm saying. I'm like, this dude walks around, no problems. And it's like, did Proof have love like that? What's going on here? How is this being allowed in Detroit? And you, Eminem, you the king of Detroit, right? You the all-powerful Eminem. So something's not right here. That's all I'm saying on that, because that's a real personal thing. I don't want to go into that, but I'm just saying. I just wanted to bring that narrative to light that Lord Jamar could really touch on these things, and these are warnings for Eminem. He don't want to go down this road battling a man like that who is deep rooted in culture. His resume is solidified. Your resume is pop acts and dissing people who have no hip hop credibility as far as a microphone. That's your tagline. You're battling people in the back alley of people's proms, freestyle battling people in proms and dissing Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera's pop act. And now you're trying to claim that you're the king of hip hop. This is what people have a problem with. You see what I'm saying? No one's doubting your skills, Eminem. But this is the scenario you're in right now. This is the Pandora box you're in. And your very next moves are going to have to be smart, and it's going to have to be hip hop. So if you don't want to go on this thing and talk about it and get it all out, do it on your own platform. And please do not put Sway in there to interview you again. That was the biggest L I've ever seen in my life. Did a 4-part interview with Sway just to sit there and make Sway look like a doggone. It's like I was watching the slave plantation all over again. He's scared to, you're one of my favorite rappers of all time. And for you to sign this for me, it means the world to me that you listened to my album, man, and you signed it. I very appreciate you, sir. And can I go back to work, sir? It was terrible. It's like, well, what questions can I ask you, sir? I felt so bad for Sway. I felt bad for him. I'm like, man, they got this brother out there. Wow. So it's a lot of things that could be touched on, things that didn't look right. So with that being said, your boy Carcino, I'm out now. You can log off. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. See subs, I got them yet again.